Alright YouTube, this is 13 Dragonblade here with Neocomet as going to be doing his zombie deck profile. So, let's get this started off.
Good evening, everyone. As you all well know, this is my, what I like to call zombies for noob duelist. Now, this is actually one of my favorite decks, honestly, because you can do so much things here. For instance, they always say that you have to run staples in every deck, and one of my favorite staples is these guys.
Staples for zombies, everybody.
Staples for zombies, and staples for spells. Pyramid Turtle. Now, this guy, keep him face down. Just keep him there. You know, honestly, these guys will get you any monster with 2,000 defense. So they try to hit you. It's like, okay, he gets hit, he's gone, and you can bring back almost any monster in the deck. Personally, depending on the situation, I would do a couple of smart things. One, bring this guy out. Mizuki. Why Mizuki? Well, he gives you even more searches, more plussing. I'm a little ticked off that they actually nerfed the zombies because honestly, this guy was at 3.
Same thing with Plague, and look at what happened with him.
Yeah, Plague Spreader. Yeah, wow. And then we got this guy, Goblin Zombie.
Goblin Zombie.
The same as Pyramid Turtle, only this time he gives you something in your hand.
It's their Sanyan, basically.
Now, depending on the situation, you can either do this. You get Pyramid Turtle killed, get this bad boy out, dragon.
Red Eye Zombie Dragon.
Or you can stall him by bringing this guy out.
Okay, so we have Spirit Reaper.
Now notice, you bring in these guys are dead, and the perfect guy to bring everyone back is this guy.
Zombie Master. Best zombie card ever, right there.
But knowing truthfully knowing opponents, they'll always try something slick. So to fight that, you have her.
Yes. We have 2 of them.
And you'd be lucky.
Show the other one.
And you'd be lucky to draw a second one. Personally, I would run 3, but I don't have 3 because money's tight with Konami.
Still, good card.
Now, this is where This is where it gets a little technical here. And then you can also bring another dragon out.
So I have 2 zombie dragons.
Now notice, if they decide not to attack you, and things are going well, you got this bad boy.
Kasha.
The 8th star of the whole zombie series. Basically, if you got like 3 or 4 monsters on your field, everything gets shuffled. Goes back in the I think what is it?
I think you need at least 2 to activate.
You need 2, but you can go 3, 4,
5.
Yeah, 4. Actually 4 in a way.
Mm.
And if you get this bad boy Solidarity, it can turn 48 a beater. It can turn into a 48 beater for 1 strike. Of course, another zombie master, just in case.
2 zombie masters.
Now, this is where it gets a little technical here. This guy,
Synchron.
This guy, if you synchro him correctly with Shark and Dragon, he actually boosts his attack power, giving him an instant 32, I think.
Yes, an instant 32, but he's vanished during the end phase.
He's vanished during the end phase, but either way, 32 on the spot. You can also exceed with this bad dude right here. And if they're going to be douches, don't forget, you got Ray right here. You got Ray on the spot. But yes, it all depends on the situation, but mostly zombies are designed to be defensive and stalling out. And at times, you can go aggressive. It depends on your gameplay. For instance, this guy right here. He's the last stand. He's like the last stand for your deck.
Best hand trap ever.
Now, this is where it gets really, really, really nitty gritty. Let's say I got 4 of these guys in my hand. You notice this guy?
Good old Tragodia.
This guy will make you and break it. Or you can do there's so much options you can do with this deck because you also got this troll right here.
Wolfing Jar.
Guess who's back? Back again. Yep. And then sadly, that now that we know that Brionic was officially banned, not to worry. We got this guy.
Red Ogre is basically like Brionic when it's
Yep.
normal summoned.
He's a Brionic. So anytime you can detach all this thing in your hand, you can just keep pulling them out.
Discard, yeah.
This guy is imperative in the battle to synchronize Blackwing, because this can get you. If I can.
I don't think it's there. It's
Well,
Blackwing Armor Master.
We know it's Blackwing Armor Master. So basically, going that part,
And he's a shrink.
and he's a shrinker also. And it gets even better with the spells and traps.
Okay then.
Hachi?
Yes, I will be covering the spells and traps. Obviously, since this is a zombie deck, we need to have 3 zombie world.
It's imperative.
It's very imperative. It just makes your opponent unable to tribute, so if they're using frogs, they're screwed. If they're using any sort of, let's see, heretics. Heretics get shut down by this card completely, because they can't use Red Eyes, nor can they actually tribute to get off the normal monster. So, this not only shuts down their deck, but it helps you steal their monsters. Zombie Master does that, so hey.
Don't forget the dragon also in battle.
Yeah, the dragon can also benefit from the
Book
field.
of Life is also imperative for Mezuki.
And this is actually kind of like an anti-meta card, because it's a DD Crow and a Reborn in one card.
Yeah.
That is basically what it is.
Since they banned Mezuki, you can loop with these things. You can loop.
You can loop
You
Mizuki,
can loop Mezuki.
but Mizuki banishes himself, so you'd have to use left
Either
air.
way, it gives you it's so many options with this.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, you can use...
And as always, you never can forget this.
Yes, 3. It's imperative to get rid of that back row sometimes,
Back
because
row's
obviously
bad.
you don't want to deal with a Solemn Brigade getting to you.
And this is an emergency situation when things,
Staple,
yeah.
Reborn.
And of course, since zombies always play mostly defensive-wise, stick with Avarice.
And draw power.
Draw power instead. Terraforming, I use it only because,
Gotta find that field
yeah,
spell,
it's
bro.
only a 1 in 3 chance in your deck, but this gives us a little bit of speed. Now, Solidarity. This is you have to be careful when using this. I say use it after you play Zombie World.
Obviously, you have to make sure to get all those
Because
monsters.
when you play Zombie World, everybody turns in. And right when you play it, I think attributes, or no, not attributes.
No, it doesn't matter.
Type.
Like, let's say if you have
Actually,
Gale on
yeah,
the
it
field,
is.
you instantly get 800,
Yes.
you know. It's a basic staple
Yes,
card.
this could boost crazy it's a must for that one.
You have to.
And of course, these are this is flipping you off. These guys can flip you off. These two.
Burn damage,
Burn
and this is a very, very good battle tactic.
Yes.
It's kind of like Forbidden Lance in a way.
So yes, there's your spells right here. And lastly,
I'll cover the traps. We've got triple
Because
compulsory.
we are douches.
Because we hate monsters.
We don't like monsters going at it.
And if you want to bounce monsters to the extra deck, compulsory is in my ninja deck as well, as if you've seen my profile, because it's just that good of a card. You want to get rid of those monsters, just go compulsory. It's not a bad card.
Don't forget, you got all this guy, as always. You
Burn damage.
let
You
him
want
at
to
you.
attack me? Just go.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me. Dark
Try.
Bribe.
Good
Gotta
luck.
get rid of those. You gotta negate spells and traps.
It could be possibly for against Solemn Judgment, right?
Yeah, you can use this against Judgment.
Judgment, Divine Wrath.
Good old card. This is just another monster hate card besides the
Yeah.
Veilers, you know?
And if things go bad, like horribly, if like you got bad hands, just
Field clear.
field clear everything.
Alright, let's quickly touch over the extra deck, which we already showed you earlier. We have Utopia and
And
Utopia Ray. We've got Darkened Dragon.
We also had
We had
Gem-
Blackwing Armor Master, Gem Knight Pearl, Baby Terragon just for shits and giggles, and Popple Imperative. The other ones I believe that's in this deck is Flemva or Quizos,
Leviathan Dragon.
Leviathan Dragon, and Wind Up Zen Meister. Alright, YouTube, this is Itachi13 signing off.